Zach Torres.
My name is Agnes Lawson.
I'm Claire Everts.
I'm Cecily Schubert.
And my name is Annie Uhl, and we are the Green Dot marketing team. I want to start out with a question. How many of you guys know what the Green Dot is about? Just raise your hand. Well, it looks about maybe 50%. For everyone who doesn't know, Green Dot is a violence prevention program based on empowering bystanders. For example, the Alaska Green Dot is a program which engages community members, but our client, the UAF Green Dot, engages UAF students and people involved on campus. For everyone who just raised their hand and knows what Green Dot is about, who of you took the Green Dot training? Well, that's, I guess, 4 students out of maybe 50 people, which is about only 10%. And our mission of this project is to increase this number, not only of the people here in the room, but every student on campus. I took the Green Dot training and I got a Green Dot. So, our team was Ronnie, Kim, Casey, and Shirley. Thanks for coming. Also, thank you to Ellen. And after meeting with our team, we decided on doing 5 short videos for them and a new hashtag. The main focus was, of course, on the 5 videos. The purpose of the videos is mainly to raise an awareness about Green Dot, and like I already said, to increase the number of students who took the training and are able to be bystanders, and just overall make the campus a safer place. The Green Dot team should use our videos by sharing them online, especially on social media sites like Facebook or their YouTube channel. They should post it on their homepage, and they also can show them in any Green Dot training. The content of the video is very diverse. We have a video on what Green Dot does and what they are. We have a video on what a Green Dot is, or we have videos that share bystander stories. To outline this project a little bit better, we decided that each of us is going to be responsible for one video, and I was in charge of the video that explains what Green Dot does. This video incorporates multiple student athletes and has a duration time of 45 seconds. Before I'm going to show you our first video, I want to explain to you why we used student athletes. Student athletes took the Green Dot training, and our expectations of student athletes is that they set an example for other students and that they carry a higher degree of popularity around campus. And now you see our first video.
The Green Dot strategy is a violence prevention program based on empowering bystanders on campus.
When students attend bystander trainings, they learn to recognize potentially harmful situations and how to safely intervene.
We've all been in a situation where we knew something was wrong, but we didn't know how to help.
We all have barriers, which are personal or situational reasons for not getting involved. We often think the only successful intervention is a direct one, like, hey, knock it off, that's not okay, or even breaking up a fight.
However, Green Dot offers 3 options for safely getting involved in a red dot situation: direct, delegate, distract.
Cecily will explain to you the steps it took to create a video like this. Thank you.
Alright, like she said, I'm Cecily Schubert, and I'm going to explain to you the process that it took to actually go ahead and make these videos. First off, we had to meet with Green Dot early on in the process and actually discuss with them what they wanted from us, what kind of things we needed to market towards, and we ended up coming towards making the videos like you saw. We also are going to make the hashtag, like mentioned, and they wanted it more of a testimonial or documentary style to make it more, make people understand it better. Then once we had that first meeting underway, then we went ahead and each of us made a script, each for our own different video based off of what the topic was itself. The second meeting, we went ahead and actually discussed, we talked about the scripts with the Green Dot people so that we could match what they actually wanted from us. We could talk about, they tweaked different things that we had in our scripts to make sure it really matched the integrity of who Green Dot was as an organization, so we can match that and not skew it some, which they wouldn't want. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And then we searched for actors, and the searching process for actors was, it was pretty involved because the Green Dot had to look for people that were, they looked for people that were actually gone through the training and they actually had some bystander experiences. And then we also looked for people that were athletes, like Annie mentioned. We looked at people for Chi Alpha and for student ambassadors from all the different programs that all of us were involved in and the people that we knew. Then we had to actually schedule the time for all these people. And this is about 15 people that we had to work with and schedule them in a very short amount of time. And so we used a program to figuring out what time slots they had available and scheduling out between 2 days. So we made all the filming done in about 2 days, and each person only came in for about 15 minutes because their portion of the video was really quite short, so we made it in and out really easy because most of them were students. Then after we had that, then we actually started the filming using those time slots available. We worked with e-learning. We actually learned about them and talked with them during our second meeting. And they helped us film. We used a green screen backdrop, and we used their equipment. The different specialists from those departments helped us out so we weren't just running blind using this equipment. Then after we were done with the actual filming process, we had tons of videos of these 15 different people or so, and we had to each edit them to match exactly what we wanted in the video, to make it actually flow and sound appealing so that the audience who's watching them will actually understand and get something out of it so that this marketing project actually brings in what we desired. The editing process, again, was pretty involved. We had to use a higher editing program that Agnes mostly used. And e-learning taught her how to do captions and work with the green screen, which most of us didn't know how to do. And we just got all the help from the filming department and all these different areas in order to get that done. And so the second video I'm not going to show you because just for time reasons, but it is all about what a green dot is, and it's got about 3 different people or so discussing that. And so next you're going to talk about the challenges that we faced.
I'm Claire Everts. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the problems we encountered while we were putting together these videos. First of all, finding actors that were willing to participate was a little bit difficult. And we really wanted people with the Green Dot training so that they understood what Green Dot was and were able to give something really good. We also had difficulty with people not being able to find the filming studio. It's on the 3rd floor of the library and kind of a difficult spot. And we also struggled to keep everybody in the loop. We worked with about 30 people in total. There's a lot of people to keep in the know. So for our 3rd video, we did a bystander story, and it ended up being about a minute long, and we found somebody who had a good green dot for us. So with the testimonial video, what we really wanted was a student that was a little bit less known around campus and someone with the green dot training so that they had a good green dot to give us. We really wanted a story that was relatable for all other students so that they can see that, oh, I don't have to be an athlete or a student ambassador to stand up and help people. And we really wanted to empower all the students, every student, to share their green dot and to be a green dot. Okay. And here's our 3rd video.
After a couple of weeks after my first Green Dot training, we went to a dance with a couple of friends, and we were just having a good time, and we saw that there was this couple that seemed like they were having some type of discussion or something like that. Remembering my Green Dot training, I was kind of looking closely with this couple, just making sure everything was going to be okay. It wasn't until things got kind of physical with the couple that I directly approached them, asked them what was going on, and it turned out that the guy that was talking to the girl was saying that he was her boyfriend and that she was clearly very intoxicated, and she was saying verbally that she didn't want to go with them, she didn't want anything to do with them. So then we took the approach of trying to find someone to make sure that she got home safely and she was able to get back to her dorm safely and everything was okay.
And now Agnes will talk to you about advertising.
So when Green Dot approached us, they had mostly been using word of mouth. It was very difficult for them to get people into the trainings because, as you saw earlier, most people don't really know of Green Dot to begin with. The student athletes are required to take Green Dot, and student ambassadors are kind of sort of required to take Green Dot. So of those two groups, they were able to tell their friends, but when there's only them talking about it, that's still a small percent of the population. So the goal of us doing the advertising is the fact that we are able to give them content that they can expand their reach across social media with more entertaining content than just clips from Green Dot, like the Green Dot trainings like they have now on Facebook. So the goal is to be inspirational. There are 5 different videos in total, although there is content for plenty more advertising down the road to be cut and edited. We wanted to give them more than less if they needed to create more advertising if the ads got too old. They're also in different formats, so you'll see that some of them are actually bystander stories that were written for the actor to speak. Some of them are scripts behind an animation, and some are actual green dots, as you saw earlier with Adams. So the one that I will be sharing, the one that I'm sharing is actually a script with an animation over it to show the impact of Green Dot throughout the whole community, because we decided that if students didn't realize exactly how much they would impact the community by taking the training, they wouldn't know how important it is for them to take it.
What if every red dot, verbal abuse, and interpersonal violence were covered with a green dot? What if by one person stepping up and another, then people can feel safe, they'll live in a supportive community. You can always do something to help others. Learn how through Green Dot.
And Zach's going to close this out.
All right, thank you. Again, my name is Zach Torres. So we've had a few videos, and we went over educational videos, like informational videos, and what we decided to do for this one was share like a raw emotional video. I'm sure people here you may or may not have been to a party once, and you've seen people talking and kind of like an iffy situation. So for this 5th video, we decided to set the scene where there were a few friends at a party, and one of the guy friends notices that his other male friend is kind of like approaching this girl. He's like very laser focused on her, and he's like, he just has that feeling like, I don't think my friend will do something wrong, but he might, and I'd rather them not regret it. So he stepped in, and we used just everyday people for this video because we wanted to show you and the rest of the target audience that you can do it. It's easy, it's not as difficult as you might think in order to step in and resolve the situation. Finally, the perfect hashtag, as I'm sure you've seen in our videos, we wanted to make something brand related, something that can go along with the Green Dot training. We wanted to make it easy, simple, concise, that way it's impactful yet rememberable. So what we decided to come up with is hashtag take the training. Not only is it an alliteration and easy, it rolls off the tongue easily, but it inspires action. A few other ones is Green Dot 365, because we should all take part in helping Green Dot every single day. Green Dot saves lives, and then Safe Nooks. We got Safe Nooks off of the Nooks off of the Nanooks, so we kind of did a play on words, and we wanted to let people know it's safe. Like if you need to come talk to somebody, or if you want to share your Green Dot story, you can easily do that. So overall, we developed a lot of content, a lot of great content, I believe, as you've seen so far. There are more, so keep your eyes peeled. You'll see the other videos here soon. And we've already started raising awareness. That's the big thing that we wanted to do. A few people who actually came and started talking, like who were helping us with our scripts and our actors, they didn't know about Green Dot. And so we educated them. They're going to tell their friends about it, so the word of mouth is already continuing. Another thing is increased social media presence. As Agnes said earlier, it was typically word of mouth. We're branching out and trying to reach the whole target market, the UAF campus, students, faculty. And before we go, I just wanted to say thank you and take the training.